Hey guys, today your activity is to create a Thanksgiving acrostic poem. You're going to write a poem about things you are thankful for. We will also use the drawing tools and seesaw to illustrate our poem. You're going to start by clicking the Add Response button to begin. I created the background for you, so you are going to start by clicking on the T for typing button to get a text box, and you're going to type a word or a phrase that begins with the letter T. So in my example, I wrote time with family. So if you try to drag that over like that, it's not going to fit and it doesn't look very nice. So make sure you're stretching your text box so that it's all on one line. And if you start to make it smaller, you'll see that it gets a little tighter. The box gets a little tighter around the words. That helps it look nice also. And then the last thing I want you to do is get rid of that black box that's around it because it looks sloppy like that. So when you click on the text box, go to the three dots at the bottom, go to Style, and here's where you can change what the font looks like. That's what we call when we change the text style. It's called font. So pick one that you like. And this is the button that we use to get rid of the box around the outside of the text box, okay? And that's it. Now, you can do that for each one of these letters, or you can take a shortcut, and since you already formatted the style of that first box, you can duplicate it. Click on the three dots and duplicate it, which means make a copy. And yes, you've duplicated the words, but you've also duplicated the style. So now you don't have to go in and change what the font looks like, and you don't have to get rid of the line around the box, but you do need to change what those words say, because on this line, you need a word or a phrase that starts with the letter H. So you're going to double click in here so you can delete time with family. In my example, I wrote happy days. Alrighty. So now I'm going to, again, tighten up that text box around the words a little bit, slide it over, and if you want to change the color of it, of course, that's always an option. Okay. So now I'm going to duplicate this and slide it down. And now I need something that starts with the letter A. If you're having trouble coming up with words or phrases that begin with these letters, I did give you a couple of helpful words on page 2. So you can pop on over there and see what kind of words start with the letter A. I put ants, ability, airplanes, art, apples, and now I remember what I wrote there, apple pie, because the theme of this acrostic poem is Thanksgiving, remember? So that's what you want to be thinking about as you're coming up with these words and phrases. Not just random words that start with that letter, like ants and alligators, but words and phrases that start with these letters that have to do with the theme of Thanksgiving. So apple pie is something that we always have for dessert at our house around Thanksgiving. Alrighty, so you're going to go ahead and finish your acrostic poem, typing a word or a phrase for each letter of the word thanks. And when you're sure you've done your best with your poem, now you're ready to illustrate it. So I'm going to show you very quickly how I made a turkey.